Our first class this afternoon is Sundresses and Jumpers, and I have Linda Landis, who is a master clothing educator from Fairfield County, and she will be introducing and describing our Sundresses and Jumpers category.
Sundresses and Jumpers is a beginning-level skills sewing project. Members will construct a sundress or jumper that can be worn with or without a top. So let's get started on some of our gorgeous models here. Our first model today is Kimberly Perkowski. She's 10 years old of Tuscarawas County. She has made a black halter neck sundress made with cotton Eiffel Tower fabric with a teal blue ruffled hem and neckties. Kimberly had enjoyed learning how to make the halter necktie with the low back. And this summer, her exciting, interesting thing that she got to do, she got to fly in a Cessna airplane with her best friend over her house and school. Thank you, Kimberly. Our next model is Gabriella Schumacher. She's 11 years old and from Fairfield County. She has chosen to make a coral multicolored sundress with a double flounce and lace trim. Gabriella enjoyed learning how to make the complimentary jacket, and this year, the interesting thing that she's been doing is swimming on the swim team, and I really enjoyed this, completing her dress and being happy with it. Thank you, Gabriella. Our next model is Madison Johnson. She's 11 of Perry County, and she has chosen to make a light blue with pink and yellow bird floral print sundress. She has accented one of the layers with sage green. Madison thinks that one of the best features of her outfit are the bows and the actual design of the outfit. She enjoyed her interesting thing that she did this summer was she donated to help the wild sea turtles. Thank you, Madison. Our next model is Ellie Fian from Wood County. She's 10 years old, and she chose to make an aqua with white polka dot sundress, and it is 100% cotton. Ellie really likes the halter neckline that ties around the neck and the gathering around the waist. Ellie's important thing that she did this year was she was on the A honor roll for all 4 quarters of school. Excellent, Ellie. Thank you. Our next model is Sarah Shelley. She's 12 years old from Butler County. Sarah has chosen to make a tan and floral print sundress, and you'll notice that she's used pink throughout the mesh to match the floral inside. Also notice that she has a pink cast on to match that pink. Sarah enjoys making her sundress while working and spending time with Grandma. Thank you, Sarah. Our next model is Honor Persing, 10 years old from Clinton County, and she's chosen to make a blue floral sundress that is got flowers on it, and then she's also wearing, or has made, a dark blue bolero jacket with eyelet trim. Honor enjoyed going to vacation this year with her friends in Lake Michigan. Thank you, Honor. Our next model is Gretchen Search. She's 11 years old from Ross County. Gretchen chose to make a teal and white print loose-fitting A-line jumper. Gretchen used a frog closure on the back, and she really likes the fabric print and coordinating band at the bottom of her skirt. Gretchen wants us to know that one of the most interesting things about her is that last year she won the Clock Trophy for Science Fun with Electricity. So she can sew and she can make a spark. Good job, Gretchen. Thank you. Our next model is Nicole Fenig. She's 11 years old from Mercer County, and Nicole has chosen to make a teal high-low jumper that is silver stripe. Nicole really likes that it is fashionable, and she really likes the fit of her jumper. This year, she traveled to the Smoky Mountains, and I think the thing that impressed me was she was a supporter of her 2 older sisters that competed for Miss Ohio. Thank you, Nicole, and what a good sister you are. Our next model is Grace Homeyer. She's 11 years old from Putnam County, and Grace has chosen to make a teal with multicolored sundress. She likes, and so do I, the fancy orange belt that accents the sundress and the flounce that she added to the top and the bottom. This year, she completed her 8th year of dance, and she received the President's Educational Excellence Award at school. That is fantastic. Thanks, Grace. Our next model is Caitlin Deloy. She's 11 years old and joins us from Shelby County. She has made a pink sundress with polka dots. It has a high-low hemline, and she made a matching belt that's white with a pink grosgrain ribbon and then a coordinating flower to cinch it in. Caitlin learned how to make her own bias binding this year, and that is impressive. Thanks, Caitlin. Gabby Hiring from Huron County is our next model. She's 11 years old, and she has chosen to make a turquoise, blue, and yellow sundress that has a pleated skirt and a heart-shaped opening in the back. She really thinks that that heart-shaped opening is one of the best parts of her outfit, and she probably learned how to do that when she went to the sewing convention in Cleveland. That was a great opportunity. Thanks, Gabby. Julia Krasnarek, 10 years old from Trumbull County, is our next model, and she made a lime green sundress with a halter top, and her sundress features a tulle overlay. She chose this pattern because she liked the halter, the best part of it. This year, Julia has ran her very first 5K race. I admire you, Julia. That's awesome. Thank you, Julia. Our next model is Julia Tamba, who's 12 years old and joins us from Lake County. She has made a red and white striped shirting, fitted bodice, and a navy blue with embroidered white anchor skirt sundress that has an invisible zipper. Julia realized that this pattern had over 30 fabric pieces by the time she got done cutting it out, which is an awful lot. This summer, one of the other things that she did was she pitched fast pitch softball. Great. Thank you, Julia. Our next model is Josie Tackett. She's 13 years old from Scioto County. Josie chose to make a sundress with an accident red jacket. The navy blue dress has rose accents, which Josie has then tied together in a red belt and a red band at the bottom and red trim at the top. She learned how to put a zipper in, and this summer she's helped with an elderly lady in her neighborhood and gone to the nursing home and helped with the flower beds. Thank you, Josie. Our next model is Hannah Critchfield. She's 12 years old, and she comes from Athens County. Hannah has chosen to make a blue and purple batik sundress with purple lace. She has chosen to accent with ties in the back, and she's going to be wearing this every day to school, church, or anywhere. This summer, one of the things that she did was she supported her brother in his soapbox derby race. I bet you were a great sister. Thanks, Hannah. Our next model is Gracie Vickers. She is 12 years old, and she comes from Morgan County. Gracie has chosen to make a pink zebra printed sundress. The sundress, you will notice, has the very popular triangular hems to it. And when she and I talked, she said the best part of her outfit was those hems because she got to stitch them on the machine. And I agree. I understand that one completely. Gracie enjoyed going to the sewing smorgasbord this spring and also to 4-H camp. Thanks, Gracie. Our next model is Samantha Clark. She's 13 years old, and she joins us from Pickaway County. Samantha has made a light blue with white floral print sundress with a very popular high-low hemline and halter ties around the neck. Her fabric is 100% cotton. She's chosen to accent her outfit with a crochet trim, and it has pockets in the side seams. This year, Samantha won Outstanding Bandsman of the Year, and she was the junior queen of the Deer Creek Dam Days. That's great. Thanks, Samantha. Our next model is Riley Stortz. She's 11 years old, and she joins us from Highland County. Riley chose to make a turquoise pullover above the knee jumper, and I liked this part. The cost of her outfit was $0 because Grandma had all of the stuff in her sewing room. Yes, we could do that at our house several times over, too. Riley's favorite part of her outfit was the contrasting band at the hem. And this summer, she helped to plan her trip to Canada. Thanks, Riley. And thanks, Grandma. Our next model is Hannah Thornberry. She's 17 years old, and she's from Adams County. Hannah has chosen to make a red and white sundress that has a sweetheart neckline, a fitted bodice, a shaped drop waist, and princess seams. Hannah loves the vintage style of her pattern, and she qualified to come to the state with her welding project so she can sew and weld if it rips, right? That's good. Thanks, Hannah. And our last model in sundresses and jumpers is Kaylee Sampson. Kaylee is 12 years old, and she's from Portage County. She has chosen to make a pink and white polka dot sundress that features a halter and a mid-waist tie that's white and has a pink rosette. Kaylee enjoyed learning how to put in an invisible zipper, and this summer, one of the things that she enjoyed doing was going to 4-H camp. Thank you, Kaylee.
As we continue on with our fashion trends, the fashion trends of 1920. If our group would join us on stage, the tops for tweens. The 1920 fashion trends were all about rebellion. The 1920s were a time of backlash. People were lashing out at the rigid formalities of the Victorian era and defying the restrictions that came with Prohibition era. This backlash led to the first time in fashion where girls took on a boyish appearance. Flapper dresses were all the rage for women in the 1920 fashions. Hems rose drastically, and necklines plunged for women during the 20s. However, the biggest change was the abandonment of corsets. The beginning of the 20s saw men wearing many different types of knickers. At this time, Sharon Imler, Master Clothing Educator, Wayne County, will be doing our tops for tweens.
In Tops for Tweens, this is a beginning level project for youth interested in constructing a top, which could be a shirt, blouse, vest, tank top, poncho, sweater, or t-shirt. The top may be constructed from fabric, or it may be knitted or crocheted. Our first model today is Allie Fahey from Wood County. She used a simplicity pattern to make her plaid flannel shirt. The blue plaid flannel shirt, and blue jeans, and black boots make up her outfit. The best part of her outfit is that the plaids came out matched. She worked really hard at that, but they ended up being matched. There's also gathering on the back yoke in the center, and she plans to wear it to church or everyday wear. She made a 2-week trip to Ireland this summer for a family wedding and to see family members who are still there in Ireland. And she also made it to state for History Day in March this spring. Thank you, Allie. Next, we have Kelly Carpenter from Clinton County. She used a simplicity pattern to make this square-yoked short-sleeve tunic. The tunic features a circles and lines pattern, and she's wearing a full tiered skirt with an off-the-hip belt to tie it together. The belt just finishes the outfit for a complete look. She plans to wear this to church, weddings, or parties. And this was her first year for qualifying for State Fair, which was very exciting for her. The best part of her project was learning how to gather and how to make pleats. Thank you, Kelly. Next, we have Madeline Kidd from Butler County, and she used a simplicity pattern to make her loose-fitting top. The teal and gray striped cotton knit fabric is very attractive, and it features a gathered center there in the front. She's wearing a beaded hair barrette, white jeans, and jeweled sandals to accessorize her outfit. She plans to wear it every day and to school activities. One of the things she did this summer was to organize a Sunday sew-in where 3 to 4 of her friends and Madeline made pillows for Cincinnati Children's Hospital. Altogether, they made 20 pillowcases. What a great job. This summer, she also hiked in Gatlinburg. Thank you, Madeline. Next, we have Lydia Hoffman from Huron County. She used a simplicity pattern to make her blouse. The pattern is a seafoam chevron gradient design for the part in the center and the bottom edge, and then she used a solid color sea green to make the rest of the outfit. She's combined that with silver shoes, a beaded bracelet, and crystal earrings to complete her outfit. She plans to wear her outfit to school and to church. And the best part of doing this project was she got to work with her grandmother, who knows a lot about sewing. Thank you, Lydia. Next, we have Lauren Thornhill from Shelby County. And Shelby used a McCall's pattern to make her sleeveless scoop neck top, which features a flounce ruffle. The teal color is very attractive on her, and she also made the scarf and the matching headband in that design to complement her outfit. The flounce features a rolled hem, which she found fun to do, although she had to practice a lot, but she used a special foot for her sewing machine, and that made it a little bit easier. She and her aunt made 4 of the pillowcase dresses for girls in Africa, which was a great project for them to do together. The best thing she liked about her project was making the scarf and headband that she made to accessorize her outfit. Thank you, Lauren. Next, we have Jewel Timpson from Montgomery County. She used a simplicity pattern to make her fun and fashionable top of polyester and spandex. The teal with silver sparkles fabric, it was a little bit hard to handle, but she was able to do it without too many problems. Notice those 5 rows of bright green sequins that accent the neckline. Those were a big job as well. She plans to wear it at parties and at the mall. And the best part of the project was sewing the hems and pressing the fabric. And she does have very nice looking hems, I can tell you. Thank you very much, Jewel. Next, we have Liana Kittle from Athens County. She used a simplicity pattern to make her wool vest. It's an over-dyed wool vest with a pig suede trim from Moda Wool in turquoise color. And the pig suede binding gives it a really nice touch, although it did give her some problems with some skip stitches at times. She's paired that up with a gunmetal gray skirt, a necklace, a bag, which she made herself, and her headband she wrapped with wool from the vest and hand stitched it. She plans to wear this to church, and the best part was putting the zipper in and using the hem tape to cover the pig suede on the inside. Thank you, Liana. Next, we have Justine Hirschberger from Tuscarawas County. She's used a McCall's patterns to make her teal, black, and ivory cheetah print top, which also features lace sleeves. She's paired this up with black leggings, black combat boots, a black belt, and ivory flower clips and earrings. She spent a spa night at her project helper's house where they painted fingernails and watched movies. Sounds like a fun time to me. The best thing she liked was making the sleeves. The picture on the pattern envelope inspired her to do the same thing with her outfit. Thank you, Justine. Next, we have Anna Woods from Fairfield County, who made her top using a simplicity pattern. Her sleeveless top, oh my gosh, I skipped TJ, didn't, no I didn't. Her sleeveless top features an overlay, which she really likes, and she paired it up with white jeans and white eyelet flats and with a purple hair bow. The top features bias tape neckline and armholes to get that finished off. Her accessories are the eyelet flats and a purple hair bow. She plans to wear this to church, to summer parties, and family reunions. She did have to adjust the length of the top to fit by making it a little longer in the back. The best part was not having to hand sew and having the 2 layers on the blouse. Thank you, Anna. Next, we have J.P. Marshall from Preble County. He used a McCall's pattern to make his button-up shirt of a blue and white 100% cotton fabric. It has a great fit, and the fabric appears to be crinkled, but it's actually just the design printed on the fabric, which makes it easier when you're pressing. You don't have to worry about pressing out those crinkles. He's paired that up with a Beatles belt buckle and cowboy boots. And he has a Beatles belt buckle because he saw Paul McCartney in concert in Indiana this summer. And he also rode the Banshee roller coaster at Kings Island. The best part that he liked about sewing was the sewing. He really enjoyed that. Thank you, JP. Next, we have Eden Edenfeld from Highland County. She used a simplicity pattern to make her chevron striped shirt with a lace back and sleeves. The neon orange and white top is paired up with white pants, lace shoes, and handmade hair bows. She plans to wear this to church and school. And the best thing about this summer was getting to go to the Ohio State Fair and having an outstanding clothing and textile project as a junior. Thank you, Eden. Next, we have Madeline Hegley from Morgan County. She made her pullover top using a simplicity pattern. The 100% cotton fabric in orange and white and khaki feature flange sleeves and an inverted pleat in the back. She altered the original cowl neckline for the pattern because it didn't work for her, and she did that by adding in pleats in the front and accenting those pleats with buttons. The best part was that she really liked that pleat in the back. Thank you, Madeline. Next, we have Faith Harding from Scioto County. She used a butterick pattern to make her poncho. It's a very loose-fitting, pullover, 100% wool boucle fabric that she used in black and pink that she bought online from Mood. She self-designed the lamb felted pocket that she put in the front, and she made bound buttonholes and covered buttons. She's paired that up with pink wool pants and a pink sweater and headband and pink shoes and pink gloves. She is really in the pink today. The thing she liked best was making that pocket there on the front, and to make it the way that she wanted to, and the way it turned out was really great. Thank you, Faith. Next, we have Andrea Vian from Mercer County. She used a McCall's pattern to make her shirt with bat wing sleeves. The 100% polyester gold foil top is cream colored and ruffled and has that gold foil print. The ruffles had to be pinned down before cutting, and every time she was sewing a seam, she had to pin down each one of those ruffles to make sure that they stayed in place. She's paired that up with gold dog tags and metal wedges for shoes, and she plans to wear it to school and other places. The best thing was, as soon as she gets done, she gets to wear it, and she's really glad about that because she loves this shirt. Thank you, Andrea. And last we have Wiley Shipley from Adams County. She's wearing a Simplicity pattern top that she made using lime green fabric. The ruffled halter top has contrasting armhole binding and shoulder ties. The shoulder ties are ribbon that she found in the exact same design as the skirt that she has on as well. One of the outstanding things that on her garment is that she lined up the ruffles in the side seams, and she won the overall clothing project award at Adams County. And if you look at her closely, you can tell that she just got braces yesterday. She made the bows and clip-ons so they can be removed. She also made her hair bow. The best part was that she liked the way that it looked like you could buy this in a store and was very fashionable. Thank you, Wiley. Let's have a hand for the boys and girls in this category.
Thank you, Sharon. Our next group joining us on stage, this is close for middle school, if I'm not mistaken. And we're talking about the fashion trends of 1930. In the 1930s, there was a return to a more gentile, ladylike appearance. Budding rounded bust and waistline curves were seen, and hair became softer and prettier as perms improved. Clothes were feminine, sweet, and tidy by day, with a return to real glamour at night. Our clothes for school category, we have Linda Landis, Master Clothing Educator, Fairfield County, sharing that group.
With Clothes for Middle School, it's an intermediate level project in which the youth are required to construct at least one garment with sleeves or a skirt or pants plus a top, such as a vest or a collarless jacket, a sweater, a blouse, a shirt, or some other top with or without sleeves. Other activities include checking and improving personal grooming habits, performing needed clothing repairs, and striving for a total look. Our first model this afternoon, you want me to talk louder? Okay, here we go. Our first model this afternoon is Christian Robe. Christian is a 13-year-old from Athens County. He's chosen to make a green and black zip-up jacket with side pockets and tan cargo pants. Christian has decided that the best thing that he really enjoyed about making his outfit was his own twin needle design that he used on his jacket. And the best thing he did this summer was help to usher in his brother's wedding. Thank you. Our next model is Olivia Gillespie. Olivia has chosen to make a green and off-white batik dress and a short sleeve off-white jacket with rose pen. Olivia really likes how her waistband casing and her hand-sewn sleeve feels on her. That's a darling outfit. And the best thing that Olivia did was she got straight A's all last year and donated 11 inches of her hair for Locks of Love. Your new look's cute, Olivia. Thank you. Our next model is Abby West. Abby is 13 and she's from Belmont County. She has chosen to make a skirt out of blue denim with butterflies and a white denim vest jacket. She really enjoyed learning how to put buttonholes and to do the top stitching overall. This summer, the thing that she enjoyed was getting to sew. Thank you, Abby. Our next model is Jordan Lennox. Jordan is 14 and she's from Wood County. Jordan has chosen to make a black and turquoise wide elastic banded skirt and an orchid cap sleeve pull-on blouse. She likes the wide elastic waistband, and her most favorite thing that she did this summer was she got to go to Washington, D.C. with her family. Our next model is Catherine Wood. She's 12 years old from Scioto County. Catherine has chosen to make a tan wool jacket and skirt. The wool is 100%, and she's lined it with a multicolored silk lining. The part that she enjoyed from her outfit is the high-low design of the skirt and the fact that the skirt wraps around. This summer, one of the things that she enjoyed doing was holding a sewing class to teach how to sew a pillow, and she did lots of community service projects with her family. Thank you, Catherine. Our next model is Liza Duncan. She is 12 years old from Clinton County. Liza has chosen to make a gray lace skirt with cream underlay and a black elastic band at the waist, and then a gray bolero jacket that she's accented with black trim. Her favorite part is the lace overlay from the skirt. And the thing that she enjoyed most this summer was getting to go to the state competition for robotics. Thank you, Liza. Our next model is Jillian Denning. She's 11 years old from Portage County, and she has chosen to make a hot pink high-low skirt and a gathered sleeve top. And Jillian will tell you that she likes the sparkling fabric the best and the shrug-like sleeves on her blouse. Her most interesting thing she wanted to share with us was she was Cinderella's stepmother in Into the Woods, which is a play. Thank you, Jillian. And you don't look like a stepmother at all. Or at least a mean one. No. Charlotte Waldron is our next model, and she's 13 years old from Butler County. Charlotte made a tunic-style top with long sleeves and a cow neck, and if you'll notice, it fades from pale orange to a bright pink. The thing that she likes most about her outfit is the fact that it was made from a dress pattern. And the thing that she wants to share with us is that she was in Miami University's ice skating show. Awesome. Thank you, Charlotte. Our next model is Morgan Spettle. She's 12 years old from Huron County, and she has chosen to make a turquoise with cream-colored lace pullover dress. It has a raised bodice and a narrow hem. She has also added rhinestones around the neckline and accented her outfit with a matching flower hairpiece. And this year, she has made the 7th grade cheerleading squad. That's great. Thank you, Morgan. Michaela Fiore, 14 years old from Perry County, is our next model. She has made black denim jeans and a turquoise and black print top. The shirt has a collar, princess seams, a waist inset, and gathered sleeves. The jeans are a fitted straight leg with pockets and zipper. And she traveled to Indiana this summer to visit her great-grandmother. Thanks, Michaela. Our next model is Adrienne Rossworm. She is 12 years old, and she's from Paulding County. She has made a hot pink and white maxi skirt that is actually reversible on the inside and has stripes on the inside. And she's also made a white shirt with drawstring sleeves and a drawstring waist. She went to the Atlantic Ocean with her older sister this summer, and then, are you ready? She went to the Pacific Ocean with her second sister, so both ends of the continent this summer. That's awesome, Adrienne. Thank you. Our next model is Alicia Lukens from Lake County, and she has chosen to make an electric purple and white chevron pleated skirt and a white knit top. The things that she likes most is matching the chevrons at her side seams and in the center back. And she has made the honor roll at camp. That's great. Or not at camp, that would not be good. The honor roll at school. Great, Alicia. Thank you. You should make the honor roll at camp too. And our last model is Andy Starner. She's 13 from Tuscarawas County. She has made a black and white shirt and pink linen-looking pants. The shirt has a notched collar, a back yoke, and set-in sleeves, and it's high-low, so you have the high part in the front and the low in the back. She really likes that on her shirt. She played junior Olympic volleyball this year and is coming to the State Fair in another sewing project, which is great. Thank you, Andy. And if you'll give a round of applause for all of our models.
Okay. Thank you, Linda, and thank you, stage assistants, for assisting the steps there. We appreciate that. Joining me on stage are clothes for middle school, high school. These are high school kids. I'm sorry. And now we're going to the fashion trends of 1940. The effect of wartime led to a polished, neat fashion style featuring tweed coats, wool sweaters, and simple dresses with natural waistlines. Fashion in the 1940s was a good mix of comfort and glamour. Clothes in the 1940s were very bright and colorful. The brighter, the better. Women's shoes were often one of three popular colors: red, white, or blue. At this time, we have Linda Heil, who is OSU Emeriti, and she's going to be sharing the clothes for high school and college. Linda?
Thank you. It's my joy to present to you this class today. These high school students are all headed either to college or on to high school this next year, and they'll be wearing these outfits. You'll be proud of them. Kelly Deathridge is our first model. Kelly is from Clinton County. She's 15 years old. She has made a blue blouse and slacks to go with it. Kelly has made these both from vintage patterns. She got one from a grandmother, one from her mother, and she's put it together very well. She's combined the 1960s and the 1980s. This year she has attended state leadership camp and also was a junior camp counselor at Kirkwood 4-H camp. Thank you. Alethea Robe is our second model. She's 17 from Athens County. She joins us today by wearing her pig suede jacket. This took a lot of effort on her part because it's difficult to make garments with curves on them when you have suede, which is what she chose. She was given this suede as a gift, so her entire garment, which included her blue jeans, was only about $45, which you can't complain about. She said this was quite a challenge. She also learned how to do top stitching on these blue jeans. Going straight on that is difficult. She has participated this year as a coach at a mock trial camp, and also she played varsity soccer in her high school. Thank you. Our next model is Catherine Winery. She's 18 years old and comes to us from Jefferson County. She's combined two patterns here. One's simplicity, one is butterick. This is a red crop jacket. It is all wool, and also a herringbone skirt, black and white herringbone. This was an inexpensive, relatively speaking, outfit because she reused wool for the jacket. And actually it was another outfit that didn't work, so she took it, deconstructed it, and made it into a jacket. It's quite stunning. This year she's the 2014 Ohio Fairs Queen. She's traveled to 31 fairs and is spending 9 days at the state fair. Thank you, Catherine. Our next model coming up here is Natalie Landis. She's from Fairfield County, is 16 years old. She's made a chiffon overlay skirt with a coral gray and top with raglan sleeves. Show us your sleeves there. Yeah, thank you. She likes this outfit because it's flowy. It feels very comfortable to wear. She's also paired it up with a silver cross and a bracelet. She's going to wear it to school and to church. This year, important to her is that she learned to repair jeans, and she received a 4-H Foundation grant to make no-sew blankets to give to Children's Hospital. Way to go. Thank you. Olivia Schmelzer from Perry County is 14 years old, and she's made a t-shirt and a bias cut skirt. That takes a lot of talent. You can see there that she's matched up her plaids perfectly. She's made a handmade stretchy belt to go with it. She spent about $35 on the total outfit, which is good compared to what she would estimate to be about $75 buying it ready-made. This year, she's joined the marching band, and she also volunteered at a cultural arts camp. Thank you very much, Olivia. Hannah Cox is our next model. She's from Scioto County. She's 14 years old, and she's made this polka dot top, all cotton, and a red skirt. It's a bottom weight fabric, which is difficult to sew on, especially with pleats and things, because it's so heavy. And she's done a great job of doing that. She also trimmed the blouse in that. She's wearing diamond earrings and a necklace, and she's going to wear this to school and to church. This year she learned how to cross stitch and also to slip stitch. Hand sewing was new to her, so this is a great benefit that she learned this year. She also made pillowcases for children with cancer at Nationwide Children's Hospital. Thank you, Hannah. Emily Waldron is our next model. She's from Butler County, is 15 years old. She made a hand-knit sweater to go with a dress. It's a knit dress. And interesting thing about this dress is it really is reversible. So it's a gray underlining underneath. It can be turned inside out and worn as a gray dress if she so chooses. She spent about $50 on the total outfit, and she learned a lot about knitting. In her spare time, she has learned to make chainmail, I got that right, chainmail jewelry, and she's also started a business selling it. She's an entrepreneur. This year she turned 16 and she got her driver's permit. Thank you very much, Emily. Maria Wiseman is our next model. She's 15 from Shelby County. She's made a pink and orange dress and a jacket and belt. The jacket is made out of denim, and she learned a lot about making flat-felled seams and also how to do top stitching. It's impeccable. I enjoyed looking at it just to interview her. She spent about $75 on the whole outfit. Pink and orange is not a color that we used to put together, but today it's perfectly normal, and it shows a lot of flair, too. This year, besides doing her 4-H project, she got a job babysitting, and she learned to ski. Thank you. Madison Foltz comes to us from Highland County. She's 16 years old, and she's made a polka dot high-low dress with a matching jacket. The jacket is a bolero style. She learned how to put the little decoration on the outside, which really helps set off the jacket. It dresses it up. It has a lining. The fabric on the bottom is actually white with a black lining, so it sometimes looks gray. Besides her studs, which are considered an accessory, she's also wearing an onyx necklace, earrings, and a bracelet. She's going to wear this to church and to school. And she said working with sheer fabric was all new to her, and adding decorative studs was another new thing to her. And this year she made the high school show choir. Thank you, Madison. Caroline Rohal comes to us from Portage County. She's 15 years old, and she's made an ankle length dress out of knit and a short red jacket. This was another creative young woman. She's made the dress by using a lining made from an old nightgown. And she got the jacket fabric from her grandma. She said she raided grandma's stash. These grandmothers are wonderful. This bright floral dress has self-ribbing at the neckline rather than a separately colored trim. She's wearing a chunky bracelet and a necklace, and she's going to wear it to school and to school events. This year she is vice president of her FFA chapter, and she's on the Portage County Junior Fair Board. Thank you, Caroline. Last but not least, our next model is Jennifer Young. She's 17 years old from Huron County. This is an off-white lace dress, and it's lined with burgundy satin. She fell in love with the fabrics, which, by the way, she found on the sale tables. She said it's cost her a total of $55 to line it and make the dress. It has pockets in it, which you can't see really well because, there you go, because it is because of the lace design. She spent $55, which I mentioned. She said this year she's been inducted to the National Honor Society, and she won 2 Outstanding of the Days, one in creative costumes last year, and then just yesterday, she won an Outstanding of the Day for Global Gourmet, which is in the nutrition area. Thank you so much, Jennifer. And that concludes our class.
Thank you, Linda. At this time, joining me on stage are our loungewear participants as we move into the 1950s. Fashion in the 1950s varied greatly from the beginning to the end. Maybe not as quite as extreme as the 60s, the 1950 fashion saw the introduction of many new styles as well as many styles that paid homage to the 1920s. The waistline was a major issue in the 1950s. Some women really liked the snug fit of the Dior dresses, while others liked the dresses with no waistline, often referred to as sack dresses. The important thing is that people were beginning to feel a little more freedom when it came to their fashion choices. No longer did people feel like they had to conform to a certain look for certain situations. At this time, Joyce Smith, OSU Extension Emeriti, is going to share with you our loungewear category. Joyce?
Good afternoon. The Loungewear class is a clothing project for members of any age in which members make the top layer of an outfit for lounging at home, such as a robe, housecoat, jumpsuit, tunic, and pants, or other garments suitable for lounging. And starting off the class, we have Kaylee Kropka. Kaylee comes to us from Huron County and has chosen a fleece hooded jacket as part of her project. I might add that she made her own pattern for the hood as well. She has a nice green, bright green separating zipper that picks up the colors in her multicolored turtle print for her shorts. And I might say, too, she raided her grandmother's closet, too, and that's how she got her fabric. So grandmother's come in really handy in many ways. Good-looking outfit, and we hope you enjoy wearing it, Kaylee. And now Mariah Cox from Ross County. She's going to be nice and cozy, too, in this terry robe that she has chosen for her project. If you want to know about piping, you ask Mariah. She has added piping to the edge of that shawl collar. She has it in the sleeves. She already also has it in her, added it to her shorts as well. So she has lots of experience putting that in. She's going to be nice and cozy too because she has a satin-lined robe, so it's good looking and nice and smooth, and one that will be a special combination in her wardrobe. We hope you enjoy it. And now Sarah Carpenter. Sarah comes to us from Wood County, and she has gone with these neon bright colors that are so popular in fashion this particular season. But what she's gone and done is she's taken the solid color in the purple, which she's used for her pocket, and also used that for her shorts and her robe or her top underneath. And take a look, those of you up front, at her flip-flops and her hair tie. It uses these same fabrics and really sets off the outfit and completes it. We have Brianna Fitzgerald with us now. Brianna is from Shelby County. And Brianna, we can see your outfit there. This fabric is called Rainbow. It's an embossed seersucker fabric and nice and colorful, but yet in soft shades as well. Notice how she's taken the yellow and used that for the edge trim band of her top, and also for the tie as well. That really sets this outfit off. And her American Girl outfit that she's carrying matches hers too, so they can enjoy sleepovers and other activities together. And now we have Alyssa Betts. Alyssa comes to us from Belmont County, and she likes these neon prints too as well. She's going to be nice and toasty though, because this is a fleece fabric, and notice those nice medallion paw prints design that she has, but she's carried it through with the solid pink for her top that she's has for her sleek coat. Notice the buttons all the way down the front, and she has nice piggy pink slippers too to go along with it, which completes the outfit. Montgomery County sends us Rachel Dalrymple, and Rachel likes the neon prints, but this is Flower Power is what she's going with today, and it features a shawl collar, and she's gone with the contrasting shocking pink that's a raspberry that she's used for the cuffs, And again, it carries through, it picks up the colors that she has in her robe as well. I might say that she sewed winter fleece hats and donated them to the troops through Operation Gratitude this year. So she's been busy doing lots of different things. Alexis Bennett is with us now from Preble County. And her outfit is so bright, I think it's going to keep her awake at night. It's so loud. Lots of bright colors, again, neon brights, and she has this tote that she's made to go along with it in the back. She's also made the PJs to go along with it, the trousers as well as the top in these nice bright colors. She's going to wear this for sleepovers, and this was a fun outfit, but one that will be nice and toasty and very usable in her wardrobe this winter. Highland County's Megan Conover is with us now, and Megan likes frogs, and you can see them as they decorate her shawl, her jacket, or her robe that she has made. And again, she has that tie belt that she's completed it with. Underneath is a print cotton flannelette flame stitched pants, so that it picks up some of these colors, and flame stitch fabrics have been very, very strong this particular season. Her pants feature an elastic waist, and again, this is a nice warm outfit and one that'll be a great addition to her wardrobe. Kate Kim is with us now. Kate is from Butler County, and doesn't she look like a stick of cotton candy, just good enough to eat there. This is a sculptured plush pile fabric, and again, she's added that ruffle along the bottom edge, and then she has her floral top and shorts underneath, and she made all three of these pieces, 3 different kinds of fabric, so she learned to work with 3 different kinds of materials, and the special techniques are used for each of them. Also, she danced in the Nutcracker this particular year. And now we have Jessica Davis. Jessica has decided to go the glamour route. This is a brocade fabric that she has chosen, and very, very glamorous type of fabric. But I will say also, she's going to be nice and toasty underneath, because her pajamas underneath are flannel back satin. So again, it's pretty to look at. But I might say also, those of you up front can see on her robe there that she's used Hong Kong seams throughout. So that was an experience for her, but it's a good way of finishing off a fabric such as this. Abby Bagley is from Medina County, and she likes these bold colors. She's gone with hot pink and black in this zebra style, making the robe in the polyester fleece. And again, it features that ruffle along the bottom as well as the sleeves, but she's made her shorts, and she's made her top to go along with, as well as that mask in case she needs to get a little bit of shut-eye some night, because her outfit's keeping her, it's so bright it's keeping her awake. She wanted to say she made her the teddy bear, and she hand embroidered the nose on it too, so she wanted to get some other things in. She said she also made some quilted purses and donated them to the American Cancer Society Relay for Life, and she got the second most dollars that she donated as part of this project. And now completing the class, we have Jack Rohall. And Jack is, if you want to know about piping too, you can ask him. His robe is a drop shoulder style of navy flannel with added piping around the front band, the pockets, and the cuffs. And also it features a tie belt. And his pajama pants are this blue and green white plaid flannel, and they feature an elastic waist as well. I might say that Jack broke a 25-year-old school record in the long jump this year with 18 feet 10 inches. Congratulations, you go, Jack. This concludes our project this year in Loungewear, and yes, they do deserve your applause.
Thank you, Joyce. At this time, our clothing master folks are joining us on stage. And we're moving into the decade of the 1960s. 1960 fashion was bipolar in just about every way. The early 60s were more reminiscent of the 1950, conservative and restrained, certainly more style, or classic in style and design. The late 60s were the exact opposite. Bright, swirling colors, psychedelic tie-dyed shirts, long hair, and beards were commonplace. Women wore unbelievably short skirts, and men wore tunics and capes. At this time, Kay Williamson, Master Clothing Educator of Fairfield County, will share our clothing master class.
The Clothing Master is for 4-H members who want to make clothing in a category that is different from other 4-H clothing project categories, or that requires specialized or professional level skills beyond those typically used in other 4-H clothing projects. And we have 2 unique examples for us today. Our first model is Genesis Lorenz from Tuscarawas County. And this year, Genesis has created a white Georgette one-sleeve dress in honor of our current and past military members. As she makes her turn, note through the slit, she has featured the names of her friends and family that have served and the military anthems of each branch of service. Her total look is a vintage modern design with a single sleeve style and all-over chiffon overlay. It features flat fell seams and an invisible side zipper. She completes her outfit with a pearl necklace, white gloves, and heels, and a vintage-style Army hat that has photos of fallen military members on the inside. This dress is a tribute to all of our military members, past and present. She would like to thank all of our country's veterans that are here today for their services. Thank you, Genesis. Genesis brought us the white of it, and Veronica brings us the black of it. Our next model, Veronica Bagley, is from Medina County, and she has brought with her her sisters Liz and Nadia. Veronica has made 3 coats. The first one, modeled by Liz, is a black pleather. And then Nadia's and Veronica's black wool coats were made of similar styles. Veronica's coat is lined and a double-breasted peacoat style. Now, for those of you who have less movie experience like I, these were costumes created for the Boondock Saints characters of Murphy, Connor, and Noah McManus. And Veronica and her sisters plan to wear them to the Comic-Con in October. So she's done some great things to put together that authentic look for herself and her sisters. Thank you so much, Veronica and sisters.
Thank you, Kay. At this time, the Active Sportswear is joining me on stage as I look into the 1970s. We were kind of talking backstage, some of our embarrassment of our clothes in the 70s, and we were probably more embarrassed with what we wore in the 80s, but that was our alter egos. So the early 1970 fashion scene was very similar to that of 1969, just a bit more flamboyant. A fashion revolution occurred in the 1970s. Polyester was the material of choice, and bright colors were everywhere. We were talking about the men's leisure suits that were in the polyester. We don't want to bring those back. Men and women alike were wearing very tight-fitting pants and platform shoes. By 1970, most women were wearing high-cut boots and low-cut pants. Early 70 fashion was a fun era. It culminated some of the best elements of the 60s and perfected and exaggerated them. At this time, we have our active sportswear category, and we have Linda Heil, OSU Emeriti, sharing that group. Linda?
Thank you. Our first model now is Kylie Sabo. She's 12 years old, and today she's made a sailing outfit, and she's made that from a houndstooth black and white shorts, and she adapted the shorts pattern from another pair of shorts that she had, so it went without a pattern at all, and she made a white polka dot, or Swiss dot, I should say, blouse to go with it, and she's wearing black accessories with it. This year, important to her was that she went to the state fair for photography and won an outstanding of the day. That's already happened. And also, she went to the state championships with her track relay team. Congratulations and thank you. Tanner Gordon is our next model. He's from Portage County. He's 13 years old. He made this, this outfit that's a jogging outfit officially. It's nylon and it has a lining in the hood. As you can see, he's used 2 different pattern companies. And although it's a jogging outfit, he can wear it for that, but his real intention is to wear that under a ski outfit, which is why he's accessorizing it with gloves and a ski helmet. He's got goggles and a helmet, as I mentioned, and gloves also. He's going to wear it on the ski slope. He went skiing in New York this year. That's his first trip to New York. And this year he also went hunting for Bigfoot in the West Branch State Park near Kent. He didn't find him, but he went. Thank you very much. Margaret Skinner's our next model. She's 16 years old from Perry County. She's made a 2-piece swimsuit, pink halter top and a black high-waist bottom swimsuit. And this is made of a knit called Dance and Swim Knits. It's partly nylon, partly spandex. She spent about $45 on it. And as most of us understand, fitting is very difficult, but she got it right after a few tries, and it fits beautifully. She's going to wear a cover-up with this and flip-flops and a hat to the beach or the pool. This year she's made varsity cheerleading at Sheridan High School, and her FFA parliamentary procedure team won 2nd in the state. She also got best of show at her county fair for clothing. Wow. Thanks, Margaret. Caitlin Meeks is our next model. She's 11 years old from Pebble County. She's made this little swimsuit cover-up out of towels. Pretty interesting. She made it for a total of about $45. She says it's very easy to get over a swimsuit because it's loose fitting. It doesn't stick. This year she's also accessorizing that, if you can see, with flip-flops and swim goggles. They go perfectly with it. This year she competed in several swim meets. She does all strokes. And she won, this is important too, the Most Enthusiastic Scientist Award at her school science fair. Thank you. Hannah Schmelzer's the next model from Fairfield County. She's 13 years old. This is she made a combination using 2 different pattern companies. She made a jacket and pants and also a duffel bag. It's a beautiful bag if you get a chance to look at it. She's going to combine the uses of this bag. She's going to wear it both to swim meets and to volleyball. She learned a lot in this project, especially using a separating zipper, which she had never done before, using piping, and also she had her school mascot embroidered on it. This year she was a counselor at Cloverbud Camp, and she loved helping the kids there. And she visited, this is really special, the Wizarding World of Harry Potter in Florida. Thank you, Hannah. Lena Grover, is the next model. She's from Highland County, is 13 years old. Now this is a shooting jersey for basketball and breakaway warm-ups. So she has snaps up both sides, and these breakaway for getting off just before the game starts. She's used a black and white knit fabric. She says it's very important that it's comfortable and loose-fitting because you're going to be active in it. She's accessorized this with basketball shoes, a basketball. That's it. And she plans to wear it to games and to practice. This year, important to her was that she played on the 7th grade basketball team, and also she was named treasurer of the National Junior Honor Society. Thank you, Lena. Our next model is Elena Harstein. She's 15 years old, a sophomore from Tuscarora County. Again, another basketball player. She's made red and black again. This jacket that she has on is called a quarter zip. It just zips up 1/4 of the bodice of the jacket. And it's lined in cotton flannel. She wanted it to be absorbent. And she only spent $28 on this in total because she got some very good bargains. She also learned in this for the first time to make a fold-down collar. All new, but it was very helpful. So she's accessorizing this with a basketball and basketball shoes. This year she played basketball and she played softball. Thank you, Elena. Addie Smith is our next model. She's from Scioto County. She's 12 years old. What she's made is a cheer practice uniform, which they wear. It's got a fold-over skirt or pants so that it's loose and she can jump in it more. She's made it's all cotton, and it has black paw prints, which is part of her school mascot. She only spent $25. She also put an emblem on the front of it for cheerleading. Some of the things she learned this year were using bias tape and doing an applique. And one thing that was especially important to her was that she baked cookies for Johnny and Friends. It's a camp for disabled children. Thank you very much, Addie. Last but not least, we have Michelle Seeks. She's 13 years old, and as you might tell, she is a soccer goalie. She has a hunter orange soccer goalie jersey. They have to be specially fitted because your arms are often thrown upward and you need lots of space there. She spent about $27 on this jersey. The specialized clothing for sports is expensive, so that was a good savings of at least $50. And the mesh, she said a lot of the goalie jerseys are not made of mesh. It's a solid knit or fabric, and it's hot. So she specially designed this and made some changes from other patterns to make it just what she wanted, and she added a collar also. This year, she said she learned to sew with her grandmother. It doesn't get any better than that. And she also chose and completed 3 4-H projects. She attended 4-H camp for the 3rd time and helped 2 younger members with their first year 4-H camp. Way to go. Thank you very much, Michelle. Thank you.
Thank you, Linda. At this time, our next class, our daywear category, Dress Up Daywear, is joining me on stage as we talk about fashion trends of 1980. 1980 fashion can be commended for its creativity. Some fashion designers abandoned history, some borrowed from it, while others tried to design the future. Designs abandoned all convention, and their creations were interesting to say the least. The early 80s were somewhat subdued in color. What we saw a lot of browns, tans, and oranges. Blocky shapes were everywhere, and dressing like a tennis player was the cool thing to do. Velour was hot, and velvet was even hotter. For both men and women, the waistline was a little higher. At this time, we have our Dress Up Daywear, and sharing that category is Joyce Smith, OSU Extension Emeriti.
In Dress Up Daywear, it's an intermediate to an advanced level project. Okay. Youth construct a garment designed to be worn for dress-up daytime activity. And starting off the class, we have Rebecca Harding. Rebecca comes to us from Montgomery County, and doesn't she look cool as can be in this white eyelet dress? And notice that interesting crisscross design she has both across the front and the back. It also features a side zipper, so it has this fit and flare, and again, that yoke effect, which has been so popular in terms of style this past season. And now Maggie Bills. Maggie comes to us from Mercer County, and has gone with this very soft matte jersey. This fabric is just buttery, buttery soft, and a psychedelic print of multi-blue designs. It features that linear silhouette, and she's paired it with this solid turquoise top in a knit combination. She likes the maxi dress style, and also one of the things she did this year, she hit 2 home runs in softball, so she has lots of talents. Now we have Randy Conover from Highland County, and has gone with this very subtle brocade in this teal with a silver brocade in it. It's just very, very elegant type of fabric, and again, just a lovely feminine style for our young person with just a little bit of fit in the bodice and then flare. Notice those tabs she has and that interesting filigree button selection that she's made for the front of this particular garment. And again, it features the box pleats, and again, those button tabs, which make it just an interesting little design for our young people. And now we have Sarah Bornhorst from Shelby County, and she likes the stained glass look. She used a base pattern for the style of the garment, but basically the fabric she designed herself, putting together all these fabrics in this stained glass look overall. And so these were chiffon type fabrics and over a satin, and it's 100% polyester fabric, but again, self-designed in terms of the style of this particular garment. She also performed in the musical Wizard of Oz this year, as well as Grease. Melanie Furman is with us now from Scioto County, and likes the suit look. She has chosen a boyfriend jacket in this bright teal fabric, and I might say that the cuffs, which match her blouse, are reversible, that she can change them so that it's a solid color fabric and she can wear it with other garments in her wardrobe. And again, pair this with that basic black straight skirt, which she also made as part of her project, which gives her, again, so many additional ways to wear this in her wardrobe. Thank you for sharing it with us, Melanie. And now from Fairfield County, Marissa Ann Maddox. She has gone with a dress and jacket combination, so that black and white check that you see is really a one-piece dress underneath. And just take a peek. She's added red piping or red ribbon design underneath that at the midriff, and then carried that through with the necklace that she has. Interesting little jacket design with sort of a peplum effect in the front and soft gathers to it. This garment is made from wool fabric, and so it will be a great addition to her wardrobe that she has throughout the year. And she also learned how to make a pan-pig zipper, and so she did that in her dress as well. From Clinton County, here's Jocelyn Burton. Jocelyn has chosen a Vogue pattern, and guess what? This is a jumpsuit. This is all one piece. At first I thought it was slacks and a blouse. It's a Vogue DKNY pattern. If you want to get your pencils ready, it's Vogue 1308. Interesting combination. And take a look at that blouse that she has as she turns around there. It features a ruffle that goes over from the waistline from front to back. And again, it takes a simple little idea for a blouse effect and made it really very special in handling this. So she also has an invisible zipper that she added to this, and the pants feature pockets as well to go along with this. Good looking outfit. We hope you enjoy wearing it, Jocelyn. And now completing the class, here's Jacob Rohall. Jacob is from Portage County, and he's been busy. This is a trousers and slacks that he has made in his project. The vest is lined, and also the pants, features pockets and again a tailored effect overall. These are plaid, a very subtle wool fabric in this. So, and he turns around, you can see he has a little tie or placket he has in the back of the vest as well. But a nice looking, very tailored outfit. Jacob, you're just going to catch all the girls' eyes, because they're going to see someone who dresses that well and say, boy, I want someone like that. Besides, he can sew for them too. Jacob, good luck to you. A good looking outfit. Thank you for sharing it to us. And this is our dress up day wear class.
Thank you, Joyce. At this time, our outer layers, I guess, are joining me on stage. As we move into the fashion trends of 1990. Fashion in the early 1990s is somewhat too hilarious for words. Styles one thought would never come back in a million years returned to the streets. T-shirts were big and our shorts were extra long. The tapered pants were a big deal. In the early 90s, fashion worn by hip-hop artists were becoming increasingly mainstream. Starting in the mid-90s, industrial and military styles crept into mainstream fashion, And by the late 90s, rave culture swept through, and people were looking for clothes that were more glamorous again. At this time, Kay Williamson, Master Clothing Educator from Fairfield County, is sharing our outer layers.
Outer Layers is an advanced level project, and the focus of this project is tailoring. Youth can make coats, jackets, rainwear, or capes, and you're going to get to see a collection of almost all of those in our group today. Our first model starts us off on that rainy day look. Marissa Henning from Tuscarawas County has a shiny white with black polka dot hooded raincoat with a belt. She has lined her hood with a black fabric to make it stand out and be comfortable. This is a lovely vinyl. She's got great top stitching and patch pockets to show off a great look for a rainy day. Thank you, Marissa. Next is Laura Check, and she also is going for that weatherproof look, this time with a parka. She has chosen a plush lining to add some extra warmth, and she's got the contrast of the army green on the outside and the white plush lining on the inside. Her front details show off a zipper with a snap closure. Great look. Thank you, Laura. Lily Schmitz from Wood County is our next model, and she's showing us a vintage 1970s coat with a hip-length silver lame and a fashion zipper. Inside, it's fully lined in a berry pink, a very striking look. Her design features some waist top stitching and a unique military style. Thank you, Lily. Ashley Lochtefeld from Mercer County is our next model in a denim jacket that is loose fitting with a large asymmetrical micro suede collar. Her collar can be worn in a variety of different fashions. Her jacket is fully lined with a red iridescent taffeta. You'll have to ask her to reveal that to you later. Nice, sporty look, Ashley. Thank you. Mariah Kern from Preble County is our next model, and she's chosen a Berta pattern, which those of us who've sewn those know how challenging their directions can be. This is a light blue linen blazer, which she has strikingly accented with her black pants and other accessories. Great look, Maria. Thank you. Renee Vorst from Putnam County is next in a fleece jacket, which features zippered pockets. Her striking dark orchid and black fleece is a great look for her. She, to create the comfort level she wanted, added elastic at the end of her sleeve, and she's all set for a warm outfit with a great construction. Thank you, Renee. Next is Bridget Thompson from Clinton County. She also has chosen a Berta pattern, this time in a beautiful turquoise pig suede. Her jacket features an asymmetrical zipper. She also has zippered pockets with a print lining accent. Check out her striking lining print on the inside of her jacket. She also closes it with a decorative snap at the bottom. Great look and hard work on a project. Bridget, thank you. Kari Kaler from Perry County is next in a loose-fitting lined wool plaid coat. She's put together a great toggle closure in the front. It has side pockets, and check out the match on her plaids. A jacket that's sure to keep her warm this fall. Thank you, Kari. Next is Natalie Soliday from Fairfield County in a knee-length dress coat of a great-looking green. This coat features a flared skirt and an asymmetrical front closure with a collar that wraps around her shoulders for a great warm look. Her wool is 100% Pendleton, and she's chosen a Bimberg rayon for her lining. Her metallic scarf shows off her unique zipper, her unique buttons, which close with a loop closure instead of a buttonhole. Great warm look, Natalie, thank you. Our last outer layer model is Taylor Thompson from Portage County, and she's showing us a fully lined charcoal gray wool coat. Inside is a leopard print lining, which she was clever enough to choose a fabric with some spandex so that she could have some give in the shoulder area as she enjoys her wonderfully warm coat. She's got princess seams, another asymmetrical collar, and bound buttonholes for those beautiful buttons. Thank you, Taylor. Great work.
And we move into the fashion trends of 2000. Fashion trends 2000, or 2000 fashion trends throughout the decade covered everything from denim to chic. We tried the styles and some we laughed at. Denim made a comeback into the fashion world's media glare. It went from casual weekend wear to being acceptable in the workplace. Hipster and skinny jeans made our parents wonder how and why we squeezed into such tiny pants. At this time, we have Iris Taylor, who was a master clothing educator in Fairfield County and also a Fashion Institute graduate. If you will come forward and do our MC of the formal wear category.
So our first model is Quinn Walker from Highland County. She did something very clever with the fabric in order to get the kind of hemline that she wanted. She actually turned it from the lengthwise grain line to the crosswise grain line so she could have the scallops around the bottom. And it interpreted beautifully, and I think the colors are lovely on her. Notice the midriff beading around the waist and also the earrings, all of which she's responsible for designing and executing. Thank you so much, Quinn. It's a beautiful combination. Our next model is Allison Conklin, and isn't this shade perfect for her coloring? And also I want you to note that for someone this petite, this dress style is actually quite perfect. So instead of a long gown, she decided to go short, and I think it works for her perfectly. She said she did have to do a lot of adjustments to the size and a lot of alterations. And that is very time consuming, and it's not the kind of thing you get to see when you're here in the audience. But do note how perfectly that bodice fits. Her time was well rewarded. Thank you so much, Allison. Our next model is Hannah Beck, and this is her homecoming dress and a whole lot of red sparkle. I thought it was interesting to note, and she made sure I had the numbers right, and when she made sure I had the numbers right, I could see why. She had to remove 5,000 sequins in order to fit this bodice, and then she had to sew 1,000 of them back on. So I think it was well worth your effort, Hannah, because you have a beautiful homecoming gown. Thank you. Our next model is Libby O'Hara. And here we have a whole lot of red sparkle, a whole lot of train. We've got some ruffles going on around the neckline. We have some ruching around the waist. When you have all of those wonderful details going on, why not simplify your accessories? And she has. So when you look at this young lady, I think she's just about tops in perfection when it comes to being her own personal stylist. Beautiful job, Libby. Thank you. And by the way, she just came from band camp. She's the drum major, so she had to march off the field, come over here, and she's going to be heading back. Thank you for making time for us. Our next model is Katya Misko, and she has 37 yards of tulle in this gown. Imagine that. It is for prom. And when I asked her what the most difficult aspect of the construction process was, she mentioned the zipper. Well, when you think about putting 6 layers of fabric into a center application zipper, it's a lot of work, and she's done a beautiful job. It's perfectly smooth in the back. Thank you so much, Katya. It's a beautiful dress. Our next model is Hannah Duncan, and this is for prom as well. And as you can tell, this coral color is very popular this year with the 4-Hers. They're bringing it in droves. And this young lady who looks so feminine is also a major athlete, having run a triathlon. She's also somewhat of an architect because she drafted this pattern to create her own skirt with the pre-existing bodice. You did a beautiful job, Hannah. It enhances your figure. Thank you. Our next model is Sarah Seltzer. And speaking of drafting patterns, although the young lady before us did her skirt, this young lady did the entire process. Bodice that you see is actually part of a dress, an underdress, and that she has an overskirt. So she is truly the day-to-night Barbie. And underneath, I'll just describe briefly, and I think when she comes back out, when they have everyone come for awards, she will have the overskirt off, so you might want to take a peek, because underneath is an adorable little tulip skirt. I don't know how many yards of fabric is in this, but I will tell you it's remarkable to me that she was able to put this together for $60. It's fabulous, Sarah. Thank you. Our next model is Grace Danamiller of Fairfield County. And isn't she a vision? And understandably so, because she is the 2013-14 Fairfield County Junior Fair Queen. And she has a beautiful gown that's a combination of silver and black. That bodice is heavily beaded, and there's a ton of handwork involved in it. She was able to put this dress together that she might well spend $1,000 on ready to wear. She was able to put it together for $215. And it is a custom redesign in the back. Give us one more spin, Grace. That used to be a button closure. Look what she did with it. It's laced and flat and comfortable and perfectly fitted. Thank you. Our next model is Rose. Rose, here we go again. Vegatus? She's been such a good sport, I keep messing it up. Anyway, down the front we have nearly a dozen handmade roses from the fabric, the fashion fabric. And she also is participating in her county's King and Queen contest. And when you look at this garment, you see all the ruching, all the gathering, all the time and trouble that went into it. I want you to know that it all was done originally on a trial basis. Then she did it in the fashion fabric, and then she had to redo it and cut it down another 1.5 inches. So there's tons of time in this that we never see. It's beautifully done, Rose. Thank you. Our next model is Kelsey Habiger from Portage County in this beautiful jade dress. It is fully lined, which is kind of like making 2 dresses in one. And the cost of this garment is a remarkable only $100. And so, and with princess seaming, the fit can be even more difficult. And then she has the single shoulder, and she mentioned how that also complicated things. But here we have another marching band member, and this young lady participated in the Fiesta Bowl parade this last year. Now, weren't they all just lovely and a wonderful way to bring our day to a close? Let's hear it for all of our 4-Hers that participated today.
Thank you, Iris. I think you'll agree. We've seen a lot of beautiful outfits this afternoon from our young ladies and young gentlemen. And let's give all of our individuals another round of applause. They truly are all winners, having been selected to come to the Ohio State Fair and represent their county. As we begin this afternoon's award presentation, I would ask that any of our award sponsors, if they would please join me on stage. So if we have someone from the, okay, ladies, let's not argue over it. Doris, Mary, and let's see, Arlene, do we have any others that I need up here at this time? I think that's probably good. Okay, as we bring our first class out, our sundresses and jumpers, and this applies to everyone, we'll ask that you stand in front so that our state ambassador and my assistant can get a photo. We use those for the ladies who are judging to compare Tuesdays, Wednesdays winners with our Thursdays class so that we can pick our Outstanding of the Day Clock Trophy Award recipient. As you can see, this is a rather large class. I thought, Daphne, you drew the wrong straw. Okay, this is a rather large class. We have Lauren Nichols, who is from Champaign County. She is our State Fashion Board member who coordinated the judging circle. She will be presenting 4 Outstanding of the Day rosettes. When you receive your rosette, you will exit or after you're done, you'll exit and go over to see Kayla to sign for your ribbon. We have Gabriella Schumacher from Fairfield County. We have Hannah Critchfield from Athens County. From Shelby County, Caitlin DeLoe. And Ellie Theon from Wood County. And as much as you love your ribbon, if you would just kind of put it down to your side so that we can see your garment. Okay, we're good. So Ellie, you can lead your group off the stage. Don't forget to sign for your rosette, please. Joining me on stage will be our tops for tweens. Again, a rather large class here for our tops for tweens. And I don't know, did this group have a lot of fun with Connor? Too much is what Connor said. I think they really enjoyed having a young gentleman in the group, didn't you? No one's going to speak up. They're all afraid. Did you threaten him, Connor?
No, I did not threaten them.
Okay, Connor is from Franklin County, and he's a State Fashion Board member who worked with this group. We have 3 Outstanding of the Days. Liana Kittle from Athens County. From Mercer County, Andrea Bion. And Jewel Timpson from Montgomery County. Okay, congratulations. Jewel, you may lead them down the runway. Next, we have our clothes for middle school coming on stage. Madison Skinner from Defiance County was our State Fashion Board member who assisted with this group. We have 3 Outstanding of the Day. We have Liza Duncan from Clinton County. Jordan Lennox, Wood County. And Catherine Wood, Scioto County. And Liza and Jordan, if you could step back for one moment, please. And leave Catherine up there by herself. We want to present to her, if you would, Madison. She is our Master Clothing Educator Junior Award nominee for today. So we want her to step forward and have her photo taken as well. Okay, congratulations. You may lead them down the runway. Joining me on stage are clothes for high school and beyond. Michaela Brees of Hancock County assisted with this group. We have 2 Outstanding of the Day Award recipients. They are Mariah Wiseman, Shelby County. And from Butler County, Emily Waldron. I know you love your ribbon, but we need it to the side. Okay, congratulations. Emily, you may lead them off the runway. Our loungewear is joining me on stage. We have 2 State Fashion Board members who assisted with this group today. We have Angela Hammond from Perry County, and we also have Sarah Miller from Geauga County. We have 2 Outstanding of the Day award recipients, and it goes to Alexis Bennett from Preble County. And Mariah Cox, Ross County. Thank you, and congratulations. You may lead your group off the stage. Okay, we have our clothing master joining me on stage. Joy Garski from Fairfield County was our Fashion Board member who assisted in this judging circle. We have 1 Outstanding of the Day, and it goes to Genesis Lorenz of Tuscarawas County. Congratulations. You may lead your group out down the runway, Genesis. We have our active sportswear category on stage at this time. Madison Callahan from Fayette County coordinated our judging circle. We have 2 Outstanding of the Day. They go to Caitlin Meeks, Preble County. And from Scioto County, Addie Smith. Okay, Addie, you may lead your group down the runway. Our dress-up daywear category is joining me on stage. We have 2 Outstanding of the Day. Caleb Haynes from Williams County is going to be presenting our first rosette to Sarah Bornhurst of Shelby County. And our second one to Jacob Rohal, Portage County. Okay, Jacob, you may lead them down the runway. Congratulations. Joining me on stage, we have our outer layers category. We also have Laura Polans from Meigs County, who was our State Fashion Board nominee, or nominee last year, member who assisted in this judging circle. We have 2 Outstanding of the Day. We have Bridget Thompson, Clinton County, and Taylor Thompson, Portage County. Okay, at this time, Taylor, if you would take a step back, please, and we'll leave Bridget standing there. Bridget is also our Pig Suede Award winner for the day, and as a result, we have Arlene Schroeder, who is presenting her with the silver tray, and we also have a certificate. And Bridget, you may step back for a moment, please. And I'm going to ask Taylor to step forward again. And Taylor is our Wool Award recipient for the day. And so she is from Portage County. We have the Make It With Wool recipient, Mary Rodiger, presenting that award to her. Don't leave. Okay, and Taylor, if you would, stay there one more time. And we're also going to present to you, you are the Ohio 4-H Fashion Revue Award nominee for Wednesday, and Taylor's from Portage County. Congratulations. Do you need help carrying all that? Okay. Okay, you may lead your group down the runway. Congratulations. Joining me on stage is our Dress Up Formal Wear category. We have Shelby Lobiker from Brown County as our State Fashion Board member. She is going to be presenting 2 Outstanding of the Day rosettes. One goes to Grace Dannemiller, Fairfield County. And the other to Sarah Selzer from Wood County. And if you will, okay, and Sarah, if you will step back, please. And Grace, if you will step a little bit further forward. Okay, Grace is our Roby Scholarship nominee for today, and we have Doris Roby, who is presenting Grace. She's behind you. With the award for the day, which is a pair of Ginger shears, and then she is in the running for the Roby Scholarship, which is a $500 cash award. Okay, congratulations, Grace. And if you would just step back, please. I have one more award to give, but this was from this morning's Fashion Revue, and this is for our Master Clothing Educator Senior. And if Autumn Miller is still within the audience, and I see Mom, she'll be here in 10 minutes. Okay. Well, Autumn was in this morning's class in the Clothing for Your Career. She had a black and white houndstooth check 100% wool garment, and as a result, it was Pendleton wool, and she is going to be our Master Clothing Educator Senior finalist for Wednesday. So if she arrives before everything is said and done, we'll make sure she gets this, but we want to make sure that Autumn receives that award as well. So let's give this group a round of applause as they exit the stage. This does conclude the afternoon Fashion Revue. Congratulations to all of our award recipients. We look forward to another great day tomorrow for our award recipients and then our clock trophy. So again, thanks for coming. We enjoy your support.